An insider's take now on how Mr. Trump actually won. The man behind the digital operation now credited with helping find and turn out the voters who made the difference. Here now in a Kelly File exclusive, Brad Parscale, the former digital director of the Trump campaign and president of Giles Parscale. Did I say that right?
Yes, perfectly.
Great to see you, Brad. This is fascinating, fascinating.
Thank you.
You are the one person who actually knows the answer to this question.
Yeah, the data.
How did Trump win?
Well, I think first you have to say it started with leadership, though, and that was with Jared Kushner, and also Trump's genius coming down to allow us to put a data operation in place.
Jared Kushner is married to Ivanka
Jared
Trump.
Kushner, that's Ivanka Trump, husband. Jared was instrumental in being kind of an overlay of kind of bringing Trump's genius down to all the different parts of leadership. You know, and Steve Bannon was there as kind of that strategy person. But the data operation right from the middle, and I think for the first time in history, the data operation ran everything from TV buying to where we were on the ground to all the different operations. And so in having that data right there, we could start to see where persuadable targets are, GeoTV, everything we needed to know to win the 270.
How? I mean, like when you first saw, whoa, we're in play in Michigan, what showed you that?
Well, so I think there's a good example from both Pennsylvania and Michigan. We played in some other spots also as I started to see data and started to track it. We were making thousands of live calls, web tracking, different surveys, and pulling data that was driving in and building what's called models and universes. And what we could start to see is we're in play in Pennsylvania, we're playing in Michigan, let's buy in these areas, let's buy in these DMAs, let's buy these voter targets. We started to see that move our direction. And by the Friday before the election, I had predicted that we were going to win 305 electoral votes.
Come on.
Yep. The ABEV results coming in, which is absentee ballots and early voting, was showing the data that where we were hitting targets and where we wanted to see the voters turn out were showing up for us. Was
the reaction by others like, say what?
Yeah, I think that there was a thing to stay around Brad's office. He seems really happy and giddy.
You feel good when you leave Brad's office for some reason.
Yes. So the idea is the data doesn't lie. And that's the beauty about data. And I had some great data scientists. We had teams of them putting that data in a way that could be consumed so we can understand where we need to target people.
But here's the interesting thing about Brad. He's not some political operative. You're from country Kansas, as you put it.
Born outside Topeka, Kansas.
So what gave you the skills to, get a man elected president?
Well, I think some of that's just blessing in that, I came out of college in the late 90s. That was a great time to exit school and get a job in the dot-com world and get educated. I had a finance and business degree, but at that point, there was no one with degrees in internet marketing. And I was blessed to spend that. And I've spent 15 years building a company that I started with just $500.
And Jared and Ivanka first hired you, right, back in 2010 to help with the Trump organization.
Ivanka and Eric Trump hired me for the real estate website.
Okay.
And once I got the real estate website, then I started to work my way through the Trump.
So how closely connected with the family have you been?
I think at this point, I have a very good relationship with them. I mean, they value hard work, they value loyalty, they value success.
Results, right.
And results, and that's what I wanted to bring.
So where were you on election night?
I was in Trump Tower, then eventually up in the apartment.
In front of your computer?
I was in front of my computer.
What did you know then before others? Like, we got this.
Friday, I was 95% sure, and by Sunday, I was about even more. And my Tuesday morning, I got more nervous Tuesday morning because I knew so much, I just had to wait.
Did you know about Wisconsin?
My one flip mistake was Wisconsin and Colorado. That's my 305 to 306. However, as you can see, our media buys from Michigan to where we bought them in Pennsylvania and the different ways we're doing, we had a very good strategy with the data.
Well, why do you think, do you know why she lost and he won? I mean, other than strategy, do you know what it was that turned it, or?
Well, I think that, and that's a good see Bannon for a strategy question as well, but I think change. I mean,
but was there an event like the Comey announcement or
what's funny about
changed the numbers?
What's funny about that announcement was, in the polling numbers, I was actually flying with Mr. Trump this night. I showed him polling numbers before that announcement to show him we were already coming. Those undecideds were moving our way. People in this country were ready for change. They were ready for something new. They were already moving that way. And I think those events continue to have an ebb and flow.
What about after the Access Hollywood tape? Did they move the other way? Was that a crisis?
I think here's the thing is, I think all campaigns have ebb and flows along the way, right? Ups and downs. I mean, but the progress that reassess your data, remove and build new universes that now we have new targets. So you move, you're in the bag, you move the people in and out.
This is incredible. So now what are they going to do with you, right? Because is it true that you worked for Ted Cruz for a little while?
No, I did not work for Ted
Okay.
Cruz.
So now what?
This was my first ever campaign.
What does President-elect Trump do with you?
Well, I think that's a President-elect Trump question.
Do you want to work for the administration?
No, I never was a politico. You know, that wasn't my goal. My goal is to be a megaphone for people, for businesses, for candidates, for who that is.
Oh, I mean, but you're a Republican. You want to work for the
I'm a Republican.
They're writing your name down in every Republican county in America right now.
And I think that science that was missed in the previous campaigns was to take the digital and mix TV, ground game, door knocking, all those pieces, even budget. So Jared and I oversaw where the budget choices were based off of data.
You shouldn't give all of this away. You should hold some of this inside so you can make more money doing it for others.
Well, let's just say, just saying it isn't as easy as doing it.
Right.
So sometimes you have to say it so people will know that you can do it.
Fascinating. Brad, thank you so much for being here.
Congratulations on your book.
Thank you very much.
I had to throw that in.
And congratulations on your win.
Thank you very much.
Oh, wow. Amazingly done.
Thank you.
Right?